I don't know anybody in the history of history who was plunged into liminal space more dramatically than Mary, the mother of Jesus. She's a 14-year-old little girl walking down a dirt road, minding her own business, and a voice comes out of the heavens that says, "Mary, you're an amazing young lady. God has noticed you. You're going to have a baby, and you're going to call his name Jesus." Now, I don't know how you read Scripture, but when I read that, I just have to imagine in my head Mary going, "I don't know where you got your OBGYN degree, but that is not how it happens. Virgins don't have babies." Angel says, "It's okay. Don't be afraid. God is in this, and nothing is impossible with God." To which Mary responds, Gospel of Luke, chapter 1, verse 38, "I am the Lord's servant. May your words be fulfilled in my life." Mary has just been plunged into this serious liminal space whitewater, and her immediate response is to pull her oars into the kayak and yield her life and trust her life and surrender her life to the love of her life, and it's not Joseph. Mary has already obviously cultivated a life of obedience. And so when she is faced with this situation, her response is, "This is obviously out of my control. I'm going to be obedient. You lead, and I'll follow." A spiritual formation friend of mine recently was trying to teach me about a prayer of indifference. I don't know if you've heard this or not. A prayer of indifference. I pushed back at first. I thought she was talking about a prayer of apathy. And I'm not going to pray apathetic prayers. No, Doug. It's about being indifferent to anything but the will of God. And so this Advent season, Mary invites us to pray a prayer of indifference. I am indifferent to anything but the will of God. Nothing more, nothing less, and nothing else. A prayer of indifference that says, even in a time of liminal space, especially in a time of liminal space, I want God's will more than whatever it is I think that I want. Let me close today with some good wise words from Pastor Craig Rochelle in Life Church. He was doing this in the sermon a couple of weeks ago about Joseph, but the same thing applies to Mary and maybe to you and me. You don't need to understand completely in order to obey immediately. Can I run that by you again? You don't have to understand completely in order to obey immediately. I got to work on that one. Hey, welcome to the 4th week of Advent. God bless.